had to take off that shirt. It was getting me hot and I'm sweating because I'm just like, so another thing, I'm not gonna say this for guys because for guys it's different. Like I'm talking about when you're playing with yourself, masturbating, whatever, sex, erect, whatever, all that. It's different for guys. I really truly believe, and I know, and I came across a lot of guys that, not a lot of guys, but just enough to know that yeah, save your shit. Stop moving around. Stop letting it come out. Save it and use it for your energy because that's your energy. Okay? So, but for girls, like, that is our essence. Like, we feel better, we feel good, we feel nicer. It wakes us up. So use that. Now I found my sex magic. My sex magic right now is in self-concept. I was feeling like a goddess. I was feeling like more than I already feel because I've been on this journey, like not in spiritual, but in the like remembering who the fuck I am in the feminine way. And I was like, I truly said I love being a woman. While I love being a woman. I was feeling the womanly vibe. So like, do that. I know some people, some girls, some people are just not comfortable doing that. Eventually it will build up. Like, you'll be comfortable. You're just shy. You're shy with yourself, girl. Right? So like, just do that. Like, just do that. And I work on other stuff when I do that too, right? Because I am shy too. Like, I am shy too. This is too much information, but I'm a book, right? Like, playing with myself in front of somebody, I could do that. If I really get into the zone, I could do that. But I'm shy as hell to do that, right? So while I was doing my stuff, I was actually working on it, and somebody was envisioning me, like if somebody was there seeing me, how we were hacking this and that, and I wouldn't give a fuck. And that works. And I work up my confidence in that area with nobody actually there, only me and this and that. You get me? Besides you working it when somebody is there, right? That's too much information. That's going blah blah blah. But that all works in the self concept too, because you're sexy. You know it. You're sexy and you know it, right? So work on the self-concept, because that is a thing that you're not gonna care. If you know you're worthy, you don't give a fuck if somebody's there. You don't give a fuck if somebody's letting you know you're worthy. I've been past that hill and I'm so glad, but I'm working on myself, right? On myself, because I love it. Like, man, I work on myself so much that I love myself more than anybody. Like, yeah, I love my family, my kids, and everything like that. But like, this is another thing when you have self-love. Man, it really does changes your view and stuff. Like, you really don't give a fuck about a lot of things, because you know that if they're not in you, then what you're saying is that if they're not attracting to you, then that is not for you. And that's another thing. That's not in the self-concept, but that's another thing that you have to work on, to know to let go, or to be like, oh, okay, I recognize that is not for me, right? Because my power is attracting another thing. Since I was young, I always knew who liked me. I always knew. Whenever I had a feeling that a guy liked me, bitch, yeah, I ended up like them telling me stuff, right? So like, I knew that, and in the shower, like I knew that, and I have told my kids, I play around, I said that's my superpower. I know that I only recognized that when I was like older, like past my 30s. That's when shit started going, like I already said, like my mid crisis. Yeah, that shit's true. Had a lot of epiphanies. So after I'm 30, I knew a lot of stuff, right? So then so in the shower also too, I remembered it. I remember that was my superpower, and I remember that I said, so I affirmed it in my self-confidence, that I was tapping into my superpower, and that's in the feminine power of myself, knowing who I attract and this and that, because sometimes I could walk around out in the open, right, in the public, right, and then I don't notice people. I don't notice because I'm in my own world. But yet and behold, I feel stuff, right? When I go and I know, like right now I think about, I know people are looking at me. I know more people are looking at me than I even know, because I'm not even noticing who the fuck is looking at me. But I'm an attractive person. And I say that with confidence. I do not care, because I'm attractive in and out. I'm attractive in and out, right? So like that's my superpower, and I was tapping into it so I could work more in life. I could manifest. That's my superpower. I know when people are attracted to me. I could feel it. I could sense it. I know when they look at me. I know when I just know. That's a superpower that I have, and I'm gonna use that to my advantage. That's something that I'm gonna incorporate. Like that is gonna be in my forefront. Like that's something that I knew. But like, it's not something that I go out and be like, oh, I know. But that's something that I'm gonna remember to like have it in my forefront, because that's a superpower, and I'm gonna use that to my advantage, because that is an advantage. Learn your ways. Learn what you have. Learn that when things out of you, if you can't if you don't know about them, but there's something in you that you have a knowing of whatever, like me knowing that somebody like me, and then always be confirmed. Yeah, that's a superpower, bitch. So that's what I'm using in my self-concept. That all goes into my self-concept. Why? Because I know I'm likable. I know I'm worthy. I know I'm everything that I say. And the people that are attracted to me know that I'm worthy, know that I'm this, and know that I'm that. If I hold myself to whatever standard I hold myself, whatever's attracted to me is going to hold me to that standard as well. Do you feel me? Because that's what you're attracting. That's what I'm attracting. If I'm attracting someone's kissing my feet because I'm a goddess, which I'm not saying it as a beneath me type of stuff, but like, yeah, I find it attractive, a guy kissing my feet and, you know, whatever, right? I'm not gonna fucking attract anybody that's disgusted by feet. No, you're not in my reality, right? So know yourself and know your superpower. I would say this again, and I know I said this in my videos, we're feminine, we're females. If we know our power and we step into our power, I tell you, we get what we want, and in a good way, because we deserve it. But I go by a guy is a provider and the woman is a nurturer. The guy is a provider and a leader, and the woman is a nurturer and a healer. Guys, man, like, and a guy being a leader does not mean that you never lead. It just simply means that the guy is the logic. He goes by where he wants. But that does not mean that you don't have an input. Because as a healer and as a nurturer, you look at the emotional side and you say, look, papi, I think this is the way. And could you see it like this and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And that's teamwork. All right? So, work on your self-concept. I'll tell you, self-love, self-concept, self-respect, self-worthy, goddess. And my son just got this brush thing. You know, I don't even know. Let me see. It does the same shit to me. It does the same shit to me. Right? I think my hair is good enough. I'm going to blow dry it. I swear I've not blow dried it in years. So I'm like, I want to see how it comes out. I love my curly hair, but that shit get tangled so much. And it's straight hair weather. Even though it's been raining like a motherfucker, like what the fuck is up with that? But I don't give a fuck. I'm tired of waiting. Okay? So we're going to get into it. And I have not blow dried it or straightened it for years because I'm scared of damaging my curls. And it's been on a journey as well. My whole has been on a journey. So my tips, I still need to cut them, but hey, I want to see it straight. I be rhyming. I'm sorry.